It's another day, Spongebob. It's Sunday morning and I'm in a good mood, and do you know what? I want to make today the best video ever. Look, everyone comes to this channel not really for fragrances, let's be honest. They come to see me first, then maybe the fragrances, and then a long way back they come to see you. Yes, you're not the popular one here. I'm not going to allow you to steal the spotlight for today. So what could I do? I was thinking, what could I do to make people really want to watch this? This is going to be the best video ever today. I'm in a good mood. Yes, the clocks have gone forward. I'm a little bit tired today, but the sun's out and it's going to be a good run. It's going to be a good workout. And I thought we could talk about Baccarat Rouge. Yes, Baccarat Rouge, a super popular fragrance. Not one that I can afford, to be honest with you. I don't think I've got quite enough subscribers yet to just get it for free. But this one here is a clone of it, Devane 611. So I thought we could talk about, during my workout today, why I think Devane, this clone, is worth getting over the original, and why I think Baccarat Rouge is a little bit overrated. What did you just say? You think my channel's overrated? Are you joking? You're just jealous again, aren't you? You're just jealous that I don't take these things for trying to push my buttons and make you think I'm going to cave in and then you can join me on my workout. Well, that's not going to happen. You still, honestly, you think I'm overrated. What do I do wrong then? Yeah, look, we've been through the fact my editing's poor, but it doesn't matter, does it? Nobody cares about that. They come for me, remember? I've got weird mannerisms. I say a lot of the same things. Like what? Do different reviews every day. I say okay then a lot. Well, that's because I'm clicking record on the button. It's almost like a prompt to myself. It's not about anyone else, it's about me. I talk about the weather a lot. I don't even think I've mentioned the weather yet today. Okay, I might have done once. I talk about how bad my hair looks. Well, I've got a hat on. That covers it a lot of the time, doesn't it? I suppose I do mention that quite a lot, don't I, really? You want a challenge? You're up for a challenge? You think in today's video I'm going to mention the weather again? I'm going to mention how bad my hair is and I'm going to say okay then? Not a chance. I won't even mention the fact I'm looking forward to having my coffee on a run. I'll tell you what, if I do that, if I mention any of those things, you can have a spray every time I mention it. So you can have as many as you want. If I mention one, as I say, the weather, I'll give you a spray. If I mention my hair, you can have another one. Deal? You're going down. Not overrated. Let's get out there. Okay then, so Baccarat Rouge. I think that's the place where we should start. We should talk about why I don't think it's the best fragrance in the world. Hang on. Did I just say okay then to start the video? Oh, I've just said it again, haven't I? Right, the competition starts now. That doesn't count because that's not fair. But yes, Baccarat Rouge. The reason I think it's a bit overrated, to be honest with you, is look, it's a super expensive fragrance. And my brother's had the original of this one. And what I find with it is it's almost got this kind of like candy floss smell to it. And I don't think it smells particularly natural. I think it's got this kind of fruity synthetic smell that almost smells a bit like an air freshener rather than something I'd want to wear. And I always think that something that's a little bit more, expensive, a little more higher the range or high range, it doesn't compare to some of those really nice high quality creed fragrances. It hasn't got the same seriousness about it. And it's just a bit of a confusing scent. And of course, as we'll touch on a little bit later, there's so many clones of this one. And I think, yes, there's a mass appeal to it, but you can easily get some clones that I think will just do that job. And 10 of those would be better than one of the Baccarat Rouge. So, yeah, that's the first reason. I don't think I particularly like it because I think it smells a little bit juvenile and a bit synthetic. Right, we'll go on to point 2. I've got 3 points today for why I think it's overrated. The clocks went forward last night as well. And being a Sunday morning, as you can imagine, with a lot of people not working, it's the Easter holidays, it's very, very quiet around. That's why I feel like I'm almost whispering. But I tell you what, we may be into spring, but it is freezing. My hands are absolutely... I've just mentioned the weather, haven't I? Oh, I said I wouldn't, but normally it's because I'm talking about the rain. The sky's lovely. And now I'm moaning it's cold because, you know, there's not as many clouds insulating the air. Oh, this isn't a good start. Anyway, let's go on to the next one. This fragrance sponge is going to have all my collection. Hopefully he likes the Baccarat Rouge clone and he can have that one. Because the next reason I think Baccarat Rouge is overrated is I'm never sure when to wear it. Now, again, it's got this kind of fruity smell to me, but it's not like a really nice juicy citrus smell or anything like that. It's very much one more that's a bit darker, more suited to that nighttime wear statement occasions. But when I think it is synthetic and a bit juvenile, I wouldn't pick it over the boozy scents. I wouldn't pick them over the nice vanilla gourmand scents either. And I think for that reason, it's really hard to know when to wear it. You wouldn't wear it for the gym. You know, you could wear it casually on a cool day like today, but it's not an outdoors fragrance really. It's not, you know, it's not casual unless you're trying to sort of choke people out because it is strong. And just that suit and tie, it doesn't feel like a suit and tie scent. So for that reason, I'm almost like, yes, you can wear it for pretty much, you know, a lot of the occasions I mentioned, but you're always going to be someone who's, you know, if you've got Baccarat Rouge the original, it's expensive. So you're always going to have probably other expensive ones in your collection. It's not just going to be the only one you have. And for that reason, I'd never reach for this one. It'd almost become lost and forgettable and feel like a waste of about £350. So for that reason, unfortunately, Baccarat Rouge, I won't be buying the original anytime soon. Okay then, and just said it again, maybe Spongebob's right. This rate I'm just going to have to cheat, aren't I, and just delete all the clips and restart this. He won't know any different, he's not with me. But let's go on to the third point, why I think Baccarat Rouge is a little bit overrated, and this probably is a little bit unfair, but I find it really hard to find in shops. So say you're going to a shopping mall, you know, you have the perfume shop, the fragrance shops, all these shops that are around. A lot of them don't store these ones, they tend to have more of the, you know, recognisable designer brands, you know, Dior Sauvage, Chanel. They just have a lot more of those brands. It's much easier to buy. Now, of course, it's okay trying to buy it online, but the problem is when you look online for a lot of these fragrances, particularly on eBay, there's a lot of fakes. There are a lot of fakes of these fragrances, and you could quite easily just come across the wrong seller who's given you a counterfeit one. And even testers, when you find a genuine one that is a tester, where have they got that from? Have they stolen it? Has it fallen out of the back of a truck and they, like an old employee, that's taken it and just profiting off it? Who knows? So you might land yourself in trouble unexpectedly through those versions as well. For that reason, it makes it a hard reason to buy. You know, if you wanted to buy it for someone, you got to trust your postman, which I know are not very reliable at times. And if you wanted to get it at the shop last minute, good luck trying to find it, because I know nowhere near me, and nowhere when I've been in London, seems to have it in stock. So they're the three main reasons. So one, the fact it's a little bit juvenile, a bit synthetic smelling. Two, because of that sort of fruity smell to it, it's like a dark, fruity candy floss smell. I don't know when I'd wear it. It wouldn't necessarily be my number one choice despite its price range. Even though I think it's unisex, I think it needs more feminine, so for me it doesn't particularly work. And that third one is just supply issues, finding it in store, and a lot of fakes and clones that might just make you think, oh, I've been ripped off here, or I've been scammed. But anyway, I'm struggling with this run. But when we get back, we have a lovely cup of coffee before I head. I said not to mention coffee, didn't I? But having a drink. This isn't good. This really isn't going well today. It's like I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. I've got bad hair down to this hat as well. Honestly, when I got up, no comment. Spongebob's going to have my whole collection at this rate. I hope he doesn't take my lush fragrances. Anyway, let's just get this done and get home. Do you know what, Spongebob? You can have one of my fragrances. I love coffee. It tastes so good. Okay then. I do say that a lot, don't I? Why do I say that so much? I know the camera's filming me. I don't need to say okay then. You know, I don't need to keep cropping it out all the time. Waste so much time. Just don't say it in the first place. So Baccarat Rouge, yeah, I'm going to say why the clone is actually a good one. Look, if Baccarat Rouge was a £30 fragrance, I think it'd be fantastic. But this clone is about £17. Sometimes you can get it on discount for about £11, £12. It's Devane 611. They do the extrait version and an eau de parfum version. I went for the eau de parfum version because they said it was a bit stronger. It's not super strong, this one, but I think that's what's good about it. It's not as cloying, it's not as intense as Baccarat Rouge, and I find Baccarat Rouge a little bit too intense. It makes it a bit more wearable for me. I'm going to enjoy wearing it at the gym today. So that's one reason why I think you should get this clone. We'll do a couple more as I head to the gym. I'll tell you what, it's much colder than when I went running this morning. That wind's picked up a little bit, and yeah, it's freezing. I'm not actually wearing my hat and my hood to cover my bad head. Just done a double whammy there, haven't I? Said I wouldn't mention the weather, said I wouldn't mention a bad hair day. So at this rate, Spongebob may just have all my fragrances. He's got them all, hasn't he? I've lost this competition. That's fine. It gives me an excuse to buy some more, I guess, which is very exciting in its own right. But let's talk about the second positive then of this Devane 611, the Baccarat Rouge clone. One thing I really like about it is it's not a strong concentration, which we said is good in terms of it not being as cloying, but also it's very clear juice, so it doesn't stain your clothing in the same way. I remember when my brother actually had the extrait, and it was such a strong, obviously concentrated perfume, it left a real stain. I had a red t-shirt, I don't have many red t-shirts, but where I sprayed it so close to my top, there was a real big oily patch, and it took us about 2 or 3 washes for it to go. It eventually did go, but obviously it's one that you should apply on your skin more, but I'm not a massive fan of applying it just on my skin. So this one, I can spray on my clothing, no issues at all, and that just makes it a little bit nicer for me, because again, I like to spray, particularly my running stuff, my gym stuff, because obviously I don't tend to change between the two activities. So I put it on my gym top currently while I'm walking down now. It's not super strong, it's there, but there's no horrible oily patches that would potentially ruin my favourite orange top, which I tend to wear for my workout. So that is another positive. In hindsight, I should have said this fragrance was rubbish, so Spongebob may just leave me this one, so I have one fragrance left in my collection. But now I've been talking about the positives of it, I might as well continue and tell you the final positive of this clone fragrance, this Devane 611. Now, to be honest, this isn't praising the fragrance itself, because actually they've got loads of good ones. They do an Acre de Palma Sakura clone, they do a Nacimazo Bronca clone, they do some clones of fragrances that you wouldn't expect a brand to clone, and it's a Spanish company, and to be honest, the delivery's always been really good. But the other positive of this fragrance house, which I really like, is, and I don't know why they do it, by the way, but in most of the orders I've had from them, they've given you some Jelly Babies sweets and some stickers. And the stickers have come in really good use, because me and my brother sometimes have the same bottles. We have like a Huel bottle, which obviously we put our protein powders in for workouts. And yeah, it just means I then know that which one's mine, because you get these stickers, and some of them are like Love Heart ones, some just say Devane, some are like a sticker of a perfume bottle. And I put them on envelopes and stuff, because I don't like licking envelopes for some reason. I just find it horrible. Don't like the taste on my tongue. And yeah, so they've come in really good use. So I quite like the little gimmicky things they give. And they give you, I believe they give you a little catalogue, which tells you what all the numbers stand for. So Devane 611, Baccarat Rouge. I think it's Acre de Palma Sakura Devane 770. And Bronda, Nacimazo Bronda was 418. So I even remember them now. But it's just useful if you just want to quickly find out, you know, what that number stands for in terms of the fragrance it's cloning. I think it's a good house. It's the cheapest clone house I know. Bit hit and miss at times, but they are good fragrances, and I'm pretty sure Spongebob, because of all the errors I've made, so all the things I've said, the slip of the tongue that I didn't mean to put in my video, I'm sure he's going to take them all. So yeah, I'm just going to have to suck it up and buy some more. Spongebob didn't wait long. I've lost a few of my Lush fragrances already. Elf Bethrop, my favourite fragrance of 2026. What an amazing fragrance that is by Lush. Yognog, an absolute classic for Christmas time. He's taken that one as well. Hermes, you're one of my favourite brands. Just such naturalistic fragrances. I'm going to miss you. I am going to miss you, but we will meet again at some point. Rhubarb Echelart, brilliant fruity fragrance. Just tart, really nice tart rhubarb. And then the clone I had today, Devane, the Baccarat Rouge clone. I'm sure you'll probably go next as well, because I've said some good things about you today. Might as well just put you on for the sake of the video. It smells so good. I've got other clones over here as well. Essenceville, probably my favourite ones. The Sarah fragrance that smells like pastry. Oh, I love it. It's weird though, like, he's taken stuff, but where's he actually gone? He'd be rubbing it in my face by now. Better go find out where he is. This is really strange. I can't find him anywhere. Spongebob? Oh dear. Oh dear. I need to show you something. So yeah, he's taken Zesty, Mossy Bottom, Yognog, Blue Skies and Fluffy White Clouds and Elf the Throb. And he's encountered a bit of a problem. Sometimes it's not good to be a sponge and overspray. He is literally swimming in fragrances. I think I might take them back. Am I allowed them back, Spongebob? Good. I finally win against Spongebob after all, even in defeat. That was the biggest win today. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. I get my sprays back. I'll catch you later.